Hey guys, it's Alonzo with Super Saiyan Games. We're doing blue and purple deck profile. So I've been playing a little bit since release date. I've been fixing it up a little bit since it's released. But here's the blue-yellow deck list. I think it's pretty good for so far. So let's check it out. So you got 3 Shino. You got the barrier. It's a 1 cost, but it gives you barrier or protector. And I just think that's very good, especially for cards against Yamato and stuff. And just so make sure your cards aren't removed. Basically, really cheap to protect your cards, and I think that's very, very good. 2 Kiba. When he dies, you get an extra energy. So it's basically, in a way, he's just a one drop one power. So that's good. And his Garden Beeline as well. You'll get 1 time. So I like Kiba. And then we have 3 Sugetsu. I love this card. I think probably one of the best cards in blue. Just a Sentinel, draw 1 extra card, discard 2. Very cheap and just very good. And it's very good to send it on quests, and you get a lot more value that way as the first turn. So make sure it doesn't die as much. You got 3 Sakura. Just really nice card. So it gets up to 4. 2 costs, it gets up to 4, and can attack any card. Very good. Unlike the green, I forgot what his name was, but he can't attack battlers, and just really sucks sometimes. So that's just pretty good, I think, being able to get up. And then we have 3 Conan. So when she dies, she gives you an EX card. One of the problems with this card, with this deck, I feel like, is not getting enough EX cards. That's which really gets you going, especially with reinforcements, and really gives you a lot of power. So that's why we have 3 Conan, cheap, and it gives you an EX card. Alright, then we got 3 Hinata. Bounce a card, draw 2. Very good for how it plays so far, where you can return from your grave and draw 2. There's been some controversy about that, but for now, it's very good. And then we have 3 Sakura. This card is great. You know, pop a 2 or less, and just really, really good to have removal, especially against aggro. Personally, I think green is the best, but red is also a close contender, as well as purple. And just really good for those strategies. You need to be able to pop with having the attack, because not being able to attack when you play it really hinders you, because you really need to be able to remove stuff immediately. In some cases, we got 3 Granny Chio. It's got reinforcements, a 3-drop, just gets you into your stuff, and it's very good when it dies on your opponent's turn. You get to play this, get to pop one of their cards. And we have 2 Shino. Just very good, gets barrier, can't attack, but when he dies he gives an EX card, and he gives barrier, which is just nice. Yeah, so he's just nice. I really like him, especially the barrier, a little bigger. Alright, they got 2 Shoji. I really like this guy. When you play him, tap a battler, and then when he attacks next turn, plus 3. So on play, you get to tap and attack something that you need to do. Maybe have like Sentinel that they're keeping, so next turn they can save their life. They don't want to attack and have the risk of it just dying. They're going to be getting removal or removing your card somehow. So this is just really good. So you can tap it and attack it immediately, or even at a low cost or anything. It's just really good for that, and it's really, really big and good power for the cost in the next turn. And then 2 Kankuro. It's really good because it gives your other battlers plus 2 strength and attack, and that's really good as well as when it taps. When you have a whole board of like reinforcements, this just gives you a lot of value, and it's just really good. You don't want to draw more than 1, but it's just really, really good. Alright. And you got 3 Hidan. Draw 1, discard 1, just nice filtering. But mostly because it has reinforcements for 5. A lot of times you go and play him and he'll die, or you get rid of him for an EX and you just play another one. And it's just really, really good, a lot of value. So that's very, very good. Next, we got the Star of Purple, I feel like. It's Kakuzu? I always mess up this name. But gives all your other battlers reinforcements. So this card is just phenomenal. It always makes sure that once you pop off with your EX cards, that you just keep going and you have too much pressure, they can't keep up. So really, really good star of the show. We got 3 Zetsu. one of the most important aspects in this game is removal. So this gives you 3 removal. Basically, if you have a Naruto or something in your grave or Sakura, you can just play this and copy it and make sure that you get it to kill another card, because it's very, very important for this. And sometimes when you're not able to kill cards like a Boruto or a Naruto that reduces cost, like it can really build up, and you need to be able to get rid of it consistently. That's why I played 3 Zetsu. Alright, and then we play 3 Nenji. When I initially started playing, I was like, this is a 6 cost that blows up anything. I was like, that seems kind of heavy. And it is a little heavy, but in some situations, nothing can replace this card. This card is a 6 drop, and it can pop Boruto, and that's probably the most important thing. Also can pop really bad cards like EX cards that are going to give you problems, and you have to wait a turn to attack. So this is immediately answering all the questions and all the things you need to do. So this is very, very good. I would honestly play a 4 if I can, and then when you hit it with the Guardian, just pop 1 free. That is phenomenal when you get it off for free. And then we have 3 Naruto, my favorite. 6 drop, so very good, and then pops a 4 less and gets an extra Guardian attack. Pretty basic, so pop and removal, really good. Doesn't cost too much, still pretty strong for the 6, and does what you want to do. Good utility. Then we have 2 Pain for the same thing. Does the same thing where it pops 4 less cost and an extra Guardian attack, but he's a 7 strength, so I think he's a little bit, I prefer him less because he's 1 more drop. I'd rather have the Naruto. I don't like to give my opponent time. Yes, he is 1 stronger, but they have the exact same effects, and usually like the 1 extra strength doesn't really do a lot. Usually it'll end up dying or living anyway, so that's why we played less of him, but we still want a good amount of removal. And then we play 2 Sasuke because he got good barrier, and draw one EX card. That's just very good, and he's at strength 8 to get rid of a lot of problem cards and attack life without having to die. So just nice utility having them. And then last two Sasuke's because you want to make your curve nice and steep. A lot of lower cost, and then as you get higher, less. So we play 2 Sasuke to get rid of mostly just like strong cards that are hard to get rid of, like Boruto or something. If they play it, you can answer it with this, and get your time back with the +2 time. And it's just very good for that when you need it. So want to make sure that you always have options when you have a lot of cards. Alright, and then we play 1 Gambuta. So he's a 4 strength and cost 2. This is really good because the Sentinel can't talk and then draws a card. So very nice that it just draws a card, and most importantly, it's a Sentinel. So very, very nice. And Shukaku, a 6 power, can attack 2 Guardians, Swiftness, and returns to your hand. So very, very good for that. I really like it because when it dies, you can add it back to your hand. It's not expensive. Then we have Gamakichi. So when he attacks, you get +3 times. So very good, especially when you have a board. Just make sure you have more time to play with. It's just very, very good. And next, probably one of my favorites in the extra deck is Itachi Suwano. Attack immediately, 2 Guardian attacks, and then the nice removal of 6 or less. Very, very much like that. It only costs 5. And then we have Sasuke. So he's a Sentinel too. When he attacks, any battler, I believe, gains 3. So he can choose himself. He's 6 by default, but you can make him a 9, and that's a very good size. Or you can make it like a smaller card, even bigger, and that's very good to have options. And he's a Sentinel on top of that. Probably my second favorite card in the extra deck. And then last one, we have Deidora. So Deidora has reinforcement, swiftness, and just when he attacks, he'll be able to copy into play attacks and gets another Guardian attack. So very good because he's a 7, and he costs 7, and just good utility. When he dies, you'll be able to send out another one. So that's the extra deck. And lastly, we have the sideboard. So for the sideboard, we have 3 Kabuto. I hate Kabuto because you have to give your opponent a life, and I absolutely think that's terrible. I would not play it in the main deck. But against rush decks, like if you're playing red, they go through their resources a lot, and this is really good just to make sure it's so quick. And then you get the beater, and that's all that matters. And you just make sure they run out of Steve and play defensively against really aggro decks. And then 2 Shikamaru Nara, just to get the good tap. 1 Shino. 1 Pain. And the last card, 1 more Sasuke for Boruto, stuff like that. Alright, well that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or anything, let me know. I've been playing this game since it came out. I've been testing it for a while, this deck list for a while. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.